One of the most used materials in our society is plastic, from our water bottles to our phones, and even inside of us. Ever since the 20th century, plastic has transformed our lives due to its versatility and low cost. So in this video, we will go over what plastic even is, how it is made, and of course, why it is both useful and problematic. Interestingly, plastic isn't actually a single material. It covers a wide range of synthetic materials that are made out of polymers. A polymer is any material that consists of long chains of smaller units called monomers. So examples of naturally occurring polymers include DNA and proteins. In terms of plastic, a common monomer is ethylene, which makes up polyethylene, the material used to create bottles and bags. Propylene is also widely used as it makes up polypropylene, the material used to make bottle caps and machine parts. And unfortunately, to make those useful polymers, we need to use fossil fuels. First, they are refined to extract hydrocarbon molecules, which will be broken down into monomers that make plastic, such as ethylene and propylene. Then, through a process called polymerization, those monomers are then assembled into their respective polymers to be cut into pellets called nurdles. At this point, the nurdles are shipped to manufacturers all over the world for them to make whatever they need. Those types of plastic melt at around 200 to 300 degrees, making them very easy to mold. This process makes plastic very durable, lightweight, cheap, and flexible. However, the biggest downside of plastic, which most of us have probably heard about, is that plastic takes around 1,000 years to decompose. This means that every piece of plastic that has been made is still intact somewhere on Earth, from large to microscopic pieces. A lot of those plastic products can be reused, such as Ziploc bags or lunch containers. But many types of plastic products are single-use, such as straws and cutlery. Since those products prioritize convenience over reusability, they are often thrown away, ending up in landfills and the ocean. From sunlight, current, or even rubbing against wildlife, plastic trash gets broken down into smaller pieces called microplastics. They are littered all over the world, even Antarctica, carried by the ocean currents. Despite being, well, microscopic in size, it is arguably more dangerous than a large piece of plastic bottle itself, since they can easily enter our and other animals' digestive systems. They can puncture internal organs, disrupt hormones, and cause reproductive system damages. Moreover, the creation of plastic is also a big toll on the environment, since one of the biggest contributors to climate change is the extraction and use of fossil fuels. And these products end up killing billions of wildlife, so, at the end of the day, despite the versatility and durability of plastic, it is also its biggest downfall. And there we have it. Plastic is one of the most widely used materials currently, but it is also one of the biggest pollutants covering the entire Earth. Of course, using reusable containers and limiting our single-use plastics is something that we can all do. But more importantly, voting, if possible, for legislations that address plastic pollution is also a great step to help combat the plastic apocalypse. Our technology on combating plastic is also getting better, as we have manufactured biodegradable plastic and bacteria that can digest microplastic. So, it's not all doom and gloom. I hope that you all have learned something interesting today. Thank you for your time, and stay hydrated.